Greetings, everybody. I'm John Morgan, and this is The John Morgan Show.
There are two sides to every single story. The passion and the glory, just trying to make it through the day. You know we're trying to come together, arm in arm and hand in hand. And with my brother I will fight to unify our land. America, home of the brave. We stand strong when we're willing to change. And I will wash the feet of freedom and bow down on my knees, praying for a healing, fighting for the freedom of my brother and me. And on the other hand, there are those who would undo us, unruly who would rule us and break us all apart. And I will stand beside you, fight against injustice and lawless ones among us. Come on, let freedom ring. America, home of the brave. We stand strong when we're willing to change. And I will wash the feet of freedom and bow down on my knees, praying for a healing, fighting for the freedom of my brother and me. E pluribus unum, get your guitars and tune them, melody and harmony. Let's make a little revelry. E pluribus unum, get your guitars and tune them, melody and harmony. Let's make a little revelry. E pluribus unum, get your guitars and tune them, melody and harmony. Let's make a little revelry. Play that guitar. My brother and me, fighting for the freedom of my brother and me, America.
Hey, this is Al Robertson from Duck Dynasty and Duck Commander. I want to tell you about a great book called War on Fear from my good buddy, John Morgan. Of course, he looks like George W. Bush, who had the famous War on Terror, so I immediately knew, there was a nice a bit of wordplay there. This book is fantastic. I think it speaks to sort of that natural fear that all of us have, whether it's public speaking or whether it's the first time you get asked to do something you've never done before, up to, the fear of loss of life, of a sick person in your family, all the things that we face every single day. I recommend this highly. I promise you will be blessed when you read this book, and it's the sort of book that after you read it, you're going to want to pass it on to someone else, which to me are the best kind of books. So War on Fear, get yours as soon as you can.
Greetifications, peeps. Welcome to the John Morgan Show. Jason McBride, here you go. One day I was at a show and I was, rehearsing, doing some guitar stuff, and I just was, the waiters and waitresses were all in the room and they were kind of setting the table but listening to me, and I did a little free world leader. And all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, without any plan, I just busted out in a little ZZ Top. And I thought about George Bush's chuckle, and I thought, well, this just needs to be a little 3-second bit, Oh, mercy. Well, I almost didn't make it here. I almost had the privilege of doing the John Morgan Show from my phone in my car, which I've done before. It's no big deal. This show is just kind of a where I happen to be. And if you want to watch, you're welcome to watch. If you want to learn something, if I've got something that serves you, that resonates, yahoo. And so today I thought I would share a little bit called, well, you got to repeat after me to get it, okay? So say this after me. Courage, communication, character. Yeah, I heard you. Yeah, you type in your responses in the Tapadillo thingy in front of you there, and I know you said it from your home. So anyway, I call those the 4 C's of leadership. That's right. You've got 7 C's of water and the 4 C's of leadership. The C number 1 is courage, of course. Courage is what I had the privilege as President of the United States to do each and every day, fighting terrorists, running the country, being anywhere near Dick Cheney. Whoa! Duck, it's Dick. Oh, mercy. Donald isn't the only duck. We had a duck from Dick Cheney because you guys may remember, most of you are probably too young to remember the shooting incident. The former vice president, my vice president, was out hunting with a bunch of lawyers, and he happened to just shoot one of them. No big deal. Actually, it was an accident, and the guy recovered, so that's a good thing. But to launch an endeavor, you've got to be courageous. You've got to stand for your values and your principles. Even when it seems like your ideas are not resonating or not getting any press. That's what happened to George Bush. That's right. But it made him tough. He's got thick skin like an elephant, which of course is the symbol of the Republicans. My Democratic brothers and sisters are depicted as a donkey, or as my neighbors to the south would call them, burritos. But when you have an idea, when you have a dream, when you have a vision, you've got to be courageous, and you've got to take. You may only see one step in front of you that you can take in the direction of your dream. Take that step. And then when you do, what's the next step? When I decided yes, when I said yes to God, I will become a George Bush impersonator, which was, to me, opposite. It just seemed like opposite day, like ZZ Top day. I don't know. But I knew it was God, so I said yes. And okay, what's the next step? The decision was number 1. Number 2, what's the next step? Go on the internet. So I went on the internet, looked up impersonators, and within 30 minutes, I'm not kidding, within 30 minutes, I was having a conversation with the one woman in the drop-dead center of the entire worldwide look-alike industry. And so just put one foot in front of the other, and of course she told me, and I've shared this with you, when you're the impersonator of the sitting president, you make 10 times the money of any other impersonators. And I did. It was the verification, it was the validation that I needed to know I was in the right place at the right time. But what if I hadn't taken that step? What if I'd said, See, that's what we do. We hesitate. We hesitate when we know what to do, and we talk ourselves right out of it. Courage. Courage is the thing that will make you take the step. Take the step. Light the candle. Walk the walk. Don't worry. Don't but yourself right out of it. Don't what if yourself right out of it. Take that next step. And that's all you need to know. And because you know what? Once I took that step, then I knew, because of that step, what the next step was. And you know, they talk about the universe coming together to serve you. And I believe that happens. I believe that when you move in a direction, I don't know how it works, it's mystical. But things, he's doing something. It's like these angels standing behind me, these cowboy angels. The universe will line up, ordered by God, to assist you in succeeding in the thing you set out to do. Courage. Communication. Now, communication is easy to misunderestimate if you're not careful. You've got to be careful to know what you need to say and then say it. There's training. Did you guys know I used to sell books door to door? That's right. That's right. And it fit right in with my personality, because I used to have dreams as a little kid that I would get on my bike and just go visit random houses. And this was Random McNally. No, I'm just kidding. It was actually the Southwestern Book Publishing Company. And they grabbed up a bunch of kids and sent them off to 2 weeks of training and then unleashed them on an unsuspecting public. And I actually was a top salesman for that company 1 week out of that summer. It was so much fun. I loved it because I love people. I love getting to know people. And when you have a dream, when you have an idea and you have a vision, you've got to be trained in order to articulate your vision. You need an elevator pitch. Somebody asked me just a while ago if I was prepared, if somebody suddenly came up to me and wanted to know about my faith, and they were desperate, would I have something to say? Would I have the right thing to say? And I, in the moment I said yes, but in fact, in truth, I actually need to study more. I actually need to prepare my heart for what I would say. Because yes, I believe inspiration would come in that moment, but at the same time, I want to be trained. I want to be informed. I want to be well prepared. When I get a chance to talk to a CEO of a multinational Fortune 500 company, I'm trained to know how to articulate what I'm able to do, how I can serve that company and blow their convention wide open, blow their meeting into the next county in a positive way. And that's how I've managed to be hired for many thousands of dollars, because I'm able to convince folks of my worth. But I can only do that because I believe it, because I have done the hard work of studying so that I can communicate. Character. Character. Character is character. Character is caring and acting like it. Character is being authentic, of not hyping yourself up beyond your ability, but believing fully in your ability, but then working hard to deliver on your promise, and really to over-deliver, to do your very best, to be all in. There have been a few times when I have failed in earth-shattering ways, getting booed off of America's Got Talent on national TV as a George Bush impersonator in Dallas, Texas. It was a tremendous example of a horrible failure that happened because of my piss poor preparation, if I can just be blunt. So be prepared. Give your best. Be a care actor. And watch what happens. Character is like being a care actor, acting like you care. You know, you have to act like you care until the reality catches up with your own character, and then you deliver, and people, well, they get care acted on. They get blessed. So yeah, those are the 4 C's of leadership: courage, communication, and character. And you know, when you communicate, you've got to be careful to communicate with specificity, with intent, with accuracy, or else you can create an international incident, as I learned during a trip to Krakistan. There's a big difference between saying I want a cracker and I am a cracker. That's a little bit out of my routine, and it's just a joy. Excuse me. It's a joy to share it with you this afternoon. I appreciate you so much. I have the privilege of a lifetime to look forward to tonight, and if you're in the Orlando area, I invite you to join me at Church in the Sun. We are going to hear from my dear friends, a couple, Mike and Rocky Bean. Mike and Rocky Bean are this amazing missionary couple that have had very many life-threatening opportunities to share the gospel in Guatemala. And their story is just fantastic. And I'll give you just a little taste of their epic story that we're going to get to hear tonight at Church in the Sun, at their service. One day, Rocky, who was herself a missionary, was walking through the jungles, and over this, I mean, it was like a Michael Douglas movie. It was like something out of Indiana Jones. Michael Bean came walking over a hill. He saw Rocky. He looked at her, and he smiled and he said, "You are my wife." How's that for asking somebody to marry you? You are my wife. Somehow, God told him, and he spoke it. And sure enough, they've been married for years. They got a whole kit and caboodle full of kids, and their testimony is just astounding. If you get a chance, come and listen to it. And if you're from out of town, you can watch it live stream. Just go to Church in the SON, Church in the Sun. And I think the meeting starts around 7:30, and you will enjoy yourself. Well, folks, that's all I've got to share today. It's a short show. I've got 2 wonderful couples in my kitchen that are going to be dining with us. And so I'm going to say adieu. Have a wonderful afternoon. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America. Well, I'm the free world leader. Freedom's rolling out to you. Oh, let's roll. Well, I'm the good news instigator, compassionate conversator. This freedom is rocking and rolling on out to you. White and blue. I was going to do a demonstration of courage. I've got my bug zapper here. It's got an invisible handle because it's actually a green handle with the green screen, you know. But as you can see, it's lit up. And I was gonna, do the zapper thing, but I forgot. And I'm glad I forgot, because that would have hurt. God bless you, folks. And God bless the United States. of America.